down.
A little rock solo here, and then everybody, yeah, exactly, yeah. You got it. Right, then it's like, ooh. And of course I made all my little notes and I go.
Sorry, I forgot.
Okay. Lean in. It's fine. Sweet as honey on my tongue.
I don't even have the announcements. Where are the announcements? Oh, God.
Giving you a heads up about. Good luck.
Isla, Beth is coming your way. We're going to begin in under 1 minute. Please find your seat either in the front or in the back. If you're looking for adult education programs, they are upstairs. Right now we're having a conversation about the environment, and then we're having a program with with educator Jonathan Freund upstairs, where he'll be speaking about whether sin is good at 2 o'clock. If you're an adult and you get bored with this, then you can go upstairs. Find your seats. No one's listening to me. Vicky, find yourself a seat. You feel better now, Brian? You're like, yeah, suddenly I just heard that happening behind me. I'm like, whoa. All right. Oh, yeah, here we go. I got to wait for Roland to come back, though. Oh, Roland is here. Roland, have a seat for a second. Shana Tova!
Shana Tova!
You guys can be louder, especially the front row right here. Shana Tova!
Shana Tova!
That is awesome. We have gathered together today to do a little singing, a little dancing, a little storytelling, all in honor and observance of Halloween.
Woohoo!
Okay, Hanukkah. Let's see, New Year's Eve. Yom Dog. Maybe Dog Kippur? How about Lucy Kippur? There, I finally worked it in. I think we're here for what? What do you guys, what is it? Yom Kippur, the front row, new and so did many of you. Repeat after me, Yom.
Yom
Kippur.
Kippur.
So sadly, I always start this service with the most boring stuff, with the announcements. Because I've learned from years of experience, I hate stopping the service when we're having fun for announcements. So I now just do them at the beginning for the kids. So just to let you know, today, at 3 o'clock, Dr. Stephen Windmuller will be talking here about the state of Israel and about the state of American Judaism. At 4 o'clock, from 4 to 6:30 approximately, we have our afternoon service, our meditation service, our Yizkor service, and our Ne'ilah service. And then we have goodie bags of bagels and cream cheese and fruit that everyone can take home with them or just to eat in your car as you go to your break fast. On a week from this Friday, we have our big Sukkot event. 5:30, fun, crazy service in the sanctuary. Then at 6:30, big community dinner. Everyone's invited. You don't need to be a member. Just RSVP. RSVPing is what counts. So call the office, let them know you're coming at least 2 or 3 days in advance. Roland's making fun of me. And I don't think there's anything else I want to announce oh, yes. And then the day after, what day is that? A week from Saturday, we'll be having a Tot Sukkot service here and program from 9:30 to 11. So we have our Sukkot event on a Friday night. A week from Friday, the next morning, we're having a Sukkot event for little ones, but both events are very child-friendly. And now it's my honor to ask our board member, Roland Menschel, to come forward because it's Yom Kippur, so there's always an appeal. So we do the appeal once again before we hop into the service. Whatever you want, man.
They need somebody appealing for the appeal. I don't think it... Is it on? 1, 2. Oh, hey. It's awful nice to have you all here tonight. Welcome. So, I had always gone to temple for as long as I could remember. And that's what I remember, just going to temple. I never formed a relationship, a commitment. We were just dating. From the moment I walked through those sanctuary doors, Kol Tikva inspired me to look deeper at my relationship with the temple, to look deeper at my Jewishness. Turns out I come from a pretty interesting history, rich in stories and lessons, traditions, rituals, most of which I've learned sitting inside this very room. I love finding out more about myself and how I fit into modern day as a Reformed Jew. Most of all, I love that my family has a diverse and loving community to be a part of. We celebrate simcha, joy. Like many of you, I am now part of a temple that has become part of me. That's what Kol Tikva means to me. What does it mean for you? This beautiful sanctuary exists because of the efforts of so many people on so many levels that believe Kol Tikva is a vital part of the Jewish community. This beautiful sanctuary also exists because a group of people came together and, quite frankly, invested their money and they built it. We are a strong community because of the commitment of both temple and community members. Speaking of commitment, how's that for a segue? Congregational commitments and fundraisers alone do not keep the doors open at Kol Tikva. From building repairs to payroll to creating new programs for both young and old and so much more, we need your help. It's so easy to give. Go to our website, scroll down, click the red apple, where it says donate here. Again, just go to the website, scroll down, there's an apple, click donate here. This is a wonderful opportunity also to have your gift matched. So that's like giving twice as much. Show that you care about Kol Tikva. Help to give generations to come the same sanctuary that gave you the opportunity to learn about your history, to grow as a person, and connect with your Jewishness. I read a quote about Yom Kippur, and I just would like to share it with you. The entire world is God's message of love to us. Yom Kippur is the time when we are most open to receive this message. May we all have an inspiring Yom Kippur, and be inscribed in the book of life. And now, without further ado, I give you a man who needs no introduction. Please, Rabbi John, Cantor, Orly, Coldplay. I'm looking so forward to this.
We do hope that everyone makes a donation. We do lots of programming for the community, and we need your assistance to continue it. Thank you, Roland. And now let's go back to today is Yom Hanukkah. No, it's Yom Kippur. So what we're going to do really quickly is we're going to begin with some music. Is that enough notice for you? Okay. We are on Hine Ma Tov, page 30. The band told me I didn't give them enough warning for the first song last time. So we are on page 30, Hine Ma Tov. Really, it was just the old guy right here. Okay. And here we go. Join us in singing along.
Tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. Ready? E-O, 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 oh, oh, E-O, oh, E-O, E-O, oh. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov umanayim. Shevet achim gam yachad. Iyo, 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 oh, oh. Everyone ready? Iyo, iyo, oh, iyo, iyo, oh, oh. Iyo. Great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day.
Raise your hand if you have a book. Good, we got lots of readers. That's a good thing. Now here's the confusing thing. There are two versions of this book. So when I say page 30, it could be 30 or 31. Isn't that fun? We've never been able to separate them out either. That's what you get for a homemade book. We're turning to page 31 that comes right after Hine Ma Tov. And it asks the question, what does Yom mean? Anybody know what Yom means? Yes. Oh, that's such a good answer, but it's not the one I'm looking for. You got an answer? Day. Yom means day. Repeat after me. Yom means day. Now let's turn the page. Here's the hard question. What does Kippur mean? It's a really big word. Kippur means atonement. Can you repeat after me? Atonement? Does anyone know what that means? Because if you do it, you'll get a perfect score on your SATs. Oh, you know, of course. So what, you think you know the answer to what atonement means? That's perfect. 1,600 for you. So Yom Kippur literally means the Day of Atonement, which means the day of saying you're sorry to people. Because when you put them together, you get just that, the day of saying I'm sorry. So I want everyone right now to turn to the person next to you. And if you're not with your mommies and daddies, your daddies and daddies, or whoever brought you today, can you quickly go to them? Just really quickly. You can come back to the front row afterwards. And I want you to go up to them and say, hey, I'm sorry. And you guys can say to each other and then say, I love you. And once you're done with your hugs and kisses and sorries and saying I love you, we're going to turn to page 35 maybe. I'm going to read the black. You guys are going to read the green. Are you going to read the green? Awesome. Yom Kippur is a day which allows us to make peace with God for the things which we have done which have missed the mark. Your turn.
Yom Kippur does not automatically make peace for us with other people.
This reminds me of my family on Passover. We could never, like when I was growing up, not my family right now. I was growing up, we'd have like 30 people there. No one could ever read together. It was like this echo chamber. It was really funny. They were in one spot, you guys were in another. But we get the idea that we come together for Kol Nidre. So I'm going to ask everyone to rise right now. I'm going to take out a Torah, and the Cantor is going to chant Kol Nidre. And this is when we say to God, I am sorry. We want to say to God, I'm sorry for all those things I'd say I do, like being nicer, being better. And we want to say, God, we'll do even better next year. So we made some mistakes this year. So now, Kol Nidre, I'm going to take out a Torah.
Kol Nidre Vesarei Vacharamei Vekonamei Vechinuyei Vekinusei Ushvud Din Darna Udish Tevana Ude Acharimna Bedisanu Al Nafshatandu Miyom Kippurim Zeh Al Yom Kippurim Abalinu Letova.
Who felt like they were just at an opera? Who felt like they were just at the opera? Wasn't that pretty? Okay, so let me tell you sort of what that means. It sort of means, hey, we're going to do our best. The best, the bestest best. The bestiest best next year to live up to all of our promises. But if we can't live up to all of our promises, then please forgive us. And that's what makes Kol Nidre such a special prayer. We're now going to do the Baruch Hu. I'm going to put this Torah back in the ark. Everyone needs to stay standing unless you're playing music. And the Baruch Hu is a call and a response. The Cantor is going to call out to us, and then we're going to respond. But we get a very special melody today, don't we? So I want everyone, can everyone in the front row, can I get all the kids to stand nice and tall for a second? Can all the kids touch their toes, please? Can all the adults touch their toes? I can't. There's no way. I can't do it at all. That's called a bow, almost. You don't have to go that deep for a bow. But we're going to bow during this, and we'll just follow us, and you'll see when it happens. Here we go. Stand up, quick. I need everyone to let's do this. I want everyone to stretch up in the sky, because I need to stretch right now. And now let's take our other hand and stretch up in the sky. Oh, that feels good. Let's take our hands and let's reach out as far as we can in both directions at once. Let's spin around once just to get the blood flowing in our legs. There we go. Oh, I did it twice because I can't count. And now let's shake out one foot, and then shake out the other foot, and then shake out a foot, and then shake out the other foot. And then do this with your wrists. Can you do that? Get them nice and loose. We're just getting ready to do the Shema, of course. Now you can stop doing that. Let's make a little swimming cup. We got that little swimming cup going? Those of you who are here on Rosh Hashanah know what to do with that swimming cup. We're going to scoop up some holiness. Holiness surrounds all of us. It's over here and over here and over here and over here. And we're going to take some of that holiness and cover our eyes with it. And by being covered in holiness, when we say the Shema, it makes it so much more special. So here we go. We're going to say the Shema. We're going to get really quiet. Shh. And then we're going to sing along if we know it. Here we go.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Now, if this was an adult service, you could all sit, but this is not an adult service. So when we get to the Michamolka, what do we have to do? Dance. I got to dance from here, dance from there. And the adults have to do it too because you chose to come to this service. It's part of the payment for getting through the door. So I'm going to turn it over to the band, and they're going to lead us in Standing at the Sea.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Freedom.
Kids, come forward. Freedom's on its way. Standing at the sea, Michamocha, we're standing at the sea. Michamocha, standing at the sea. Michamocha, freedom's on its way. Surfing at the sea, Michamocha, we're surfing at the sea. Michamocha, surfing at the sea. Michamocha, freedom's on its way. Freedom, 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 freedom is on its way. Jumping at the sea, Michamocha, we're jumping at the sea. Michamocha, we're jumping at the sea. Michamocha, freedom's on its way. Ready? We're twirling at the sea.
Michamocha, we're twirling at the sea. Michamocha, we're twirling at the sea.
Michamocha, freedom's on its way. Ready, everyone? Freedom, 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 freedom's on its way.
And now, if I could have all the kids in the aisles, you should find yourself a spot where you could take 3 steps backwards and 3 steps forward. Can't you? You find your spots. Adults, you can do this too if you want. I want everyone to imitate me right now. We take 1 step back. We take 2 steps back. We take 3 steps back. We do not fall off the stage. We then take a step forward. And then we take another step forward. And then we take another step forward. That's what we do at the beginning of the Amidah. All right? And we are on page 43. You can take little steps if you want. You could take I better not take a big step. Or you could take big steps if you want. I'm glad falling off the steps makes you guys laugh. All right, here we go. We're going to do an Adonai Sivatai Tiftach, and then we're going to do some reading.
Adonai Sivatai Tiftach Ufia Gitehilatecha.
Forward!
Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Now, we're not going to do the Amidah we do in religious school. We have a special one on page 43 that goes, Our God and God of our parents, God of Abraham, Isaac, and God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, and God of Leah and Rachel, remember us for a good life. You are a ruler who loves life. Write us in the book of life. You are our God, the God of life. We turn the page and we say, remember us unto life, Zochreinu, sovereign who delights in life, and inscribe us in the book of life for your own sake, living God. And know what we do right now? We take 15 seconds of silent prayer. Guys, can you do 15 seconds silently? Okay, shh. We pray silently. We get back into where we ended. Shh. We pray silently. Shh. And then when you're done with your silent prayer, you take 3 steps backwards. You bow to the left, to the right, to the center, and now you can finally sit down. And now I think we have Yehiyu Ratzon. Am I going crazy? And now Yehiyu Ratzon. How good everything is. Here we go. Time for a story. So if any kids want to sit a little bit closer, they can. Or if you just want to like get on the floor because you can lay down on the floor, it's more comfortable. Come join us. Lila, you want to come to the floor? So once, a long time ago, there was a king of Israel named Solomon. And Solomon was a very, very, very wise king. I am a very wise king. And he'd walk around all day thinking very deep and meaningful thoughts. But he also liked to go into his garden where he would take a nap, because thinking that much made him so sleepy. Well, one day, while he was asleep, always got to get the crown to cover your eyes while you sleep. Along comes a little bee who's looking, well, for little, what do they look for? They look for nectar? Yeah. Thank you very much. They're looking for nectar. And suddenly, boom! The king wakes up startled. Who bit my nose? Now, that little bee was so terrified. Here was the big king. And the bee said, it was me. I thought your nose was a flower because it was so big and round. Is that a nice thing to say? No. But the king understood, and the king said, I could have stomped on you. And the bee said, please don't. And the king said, okay, I won't because you're so little. Now realize King Solomon spoke the language of animals. This whole conversation wasn't happening like in English like we're doing right now. It was happening in bee language. So there was a lot of buzzing going on. King Solomon was saying things like buzz, buzz, and the bee was saying things like buzz, 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 buzz. No one could understand but King Solomon and this bee. And so King Solomon said, you're a little creature, go fly away. But the bee said, guess what? One day I'll do a favor for you. And the king thought, that's never going to happen. That little bee can never help me. And he soon forgot about that little bee because the Queen of Sheba decided to come. Now the Queen of Sheba, oh, that won't fit my head. That's a problem. The Queen of Sheba, she came because she heard how smart King Solomon was. And she was going to, well, try to trick him. And for every day, for 40 days, she was going to ask him a new riddle. And she wanted to see if he could answer every one of them. But she thought that she was smarter than him and that she could outwit him. So each day she asked him a different riddle. You guys want to hear some riddles? Yeah. So on the first day she said, what time is it when an elephant sits on a fence? Time to get a new fence. You, as wise as Solomon, right in the front row. And one day the king said, what can you catch but not throw? Oh, now the adults want in on the game, okay? Wow, you guys figured that one out. It's a cold. You can catch a cold, but you can't throw a cold. And the king got that one right too. And then she asked, what has many teeth but cannot bite? Many. Well, that can definitely bite, don't you think? But it does. You got the first half of the question right. It has many teeth. What? A comb. We definitely have a King Solomon right there. And what has one eye but cannot see was asked on the fourth day?
A beetle.
Oh my God, we have a scientist here. I'm thinking more like a sewing needle. But okay. And let's see, do I have one more? Or what kind of room has no windows or doors? Huh? Well, that's okay. The Haunted Mansion from Disneyland, and also a mushroom, all right? And so for 40 days, for 39 days, she asked him question after question after question. And finally, it was the 40th day, and she knew it was the last day, and there was King Solomon, and he said, you cannot outwit me. And she said, but I will. No, you can't. But I will. No, you can't. But I will. And so she came up with a plan. She had her servants come. And her servants brought in 40 bouquets of flowers. I know it's not 40, it's representative, it's symbolic. I couldn't afford 40. No, we went to the dollar store, so I spent $4 instead of 40. Okay. And she had 40 different servants hold 40 different flowers, and only one of the flowers was real. Only one of them. And she said to King Solomon, if you can figure out which one of these is real, then you are truly the wisest man on all the earth. Well, let me smell them. Let me smell them. And she's like, nope, not allowed. She wouldn't let him smell the flowers. And the servants stood in the background holding them. Come here, Glenn. Come here, Cantor. No, come here. You can, here, they each hold one, two. And separate hands. There you go. There you go. There, we got 4 of these. It's not that sad, I promise. And the king's like, how am I ever going to figure this out? And in flies that little bee. And he sees that little bee, and nobody else notices the bee. Not even the queen of? Thank you very much. And he put back on the crown. And the bee is like, buzz, 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 buzz. The bee gave King Solomon the most subtle of signals. And Solomon did a little cough with a buzz, buzz, which meant thank you in bee language. And then he turned to Sheba and said, that one! And the queen of Sheba could not understand how he figured it out. Thank you for being good flower holders. And she said, you truly are the wisest man on all the earth. So what does this story teach us? Teaches, I know, I forgot to wear it. I'm King Solomon. I'll explain it to you. I was going to take it out and swing at the bee, but I never did. So, all right. So I've got staging questions from the crowd. So what we learn from this story is that no matter how little something is or how young, well, it can be helpful. And that means all of you can be helpful. So on Yom Kippur, let's remember that even when we do bad things to people, like accidental bee stings, we can also do good things for people, like helping them win a riddle contest. Every creature, every person, no matter how little, no matter how young, has something to contribute. So this is my blessing for all of you. I want you all to put your hands on your own heads, like you're blessing yourselves. Got it? Okay. My blessing for each and every one of you, may you keep your accidents to a minimum, but when you do something wrong, whether on purpose or by accident, may you always say, I am sorry. And then find a way to make up for doing it by doing a good deed, just like that little bee did for King Solomon. Amen. Shana Tova. You can stay on the floor, you can return to your families, but that's the end of the story. And now we're going to move on. I'll tell afterwards, ask me, I'll tell you about the sword. Oh. And now we continue. We continue on page 44 or 45. On Rosh Hashanah, God opens the book of life, and all our deeds are written in it. And Yom Kippur, the book is closed and sealed. May this year bring us health. May this year bring us happiness. And now the singing of Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah yikatevu Uv'yom tzom kippur yechatevu Berosh Hashanah yikatevu Uv'yom tzom kippur yechatevu Rosh Hashanah yikatevu Uv'yom tzom kippur yechatevu Berosh Hashanah yikatevu Uv'yom tzom kippur yechatevu.
If you have a book, turn to page 48. There's a big graphic that says sorry on that page. And we're going to read responsively, where all you guys are going to read the green words while I read the black words. Page 48 in my book, it might be 49 in yours.
47.
47. Al-Chet, we are sorry for the promises we did not keep.
Al-Chet, we are sorry for the mistakes we made.
Al-Chet, we are sorry for the times we were selfish or stubborn.
Al-Chet, we are sorry for the things we took without asking permission.
Al-Chet, we are sorry for saying things that made others feel sad.
Al-Chet, we are sorry for the times we were angry or unkind to the people we love.
God of forgiveness for all these things, forgive us, give us a new beginning, make us at one, the Al-Kulam.
Kulam Elohai Selichot Selach lanu mechalanu kapelanu ve'al join us Kulam Elohai Selichot Selach lanu mechalanu kapelanu.
The ancient words, Avinu Malkeinu. God is like a parent asking us to do what is right. Help us to do what is right. Help us to be strong. Help us to be kind. Help us to tell the truth. Help us to grow. Who wants to grow? I know I don't want to anymore, but yep, a lot of people do still. Help us always to do our best. Avinu Malkeinu, be gracious with us. Page 52. Wow, that was a beautiful ending. I'd like everyone to stand. We're going to parade around with our Torahs. I think 3 people were given taluses to come join me. We're going to take out Torahs, and as we take them out, you're allowed to say hello to them, and you do that by kissing your lips, mwah, or kissing your hand, I guess, and then you touch the Torahs.
Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe.
It is very light.
Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Al shoshot sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on my tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on my tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on my tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on my tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on my tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on my tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on my tongue. Everyone with us, ready? Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on my tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on my tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as tongue. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed.
You can all sit down. We are on page 57. I need parents to help me now, or kids who can read. We are on page 57. I'll read the black. We return the Torah to the ark. The Torah is a tree of life. Those who follow its teachings are happy. Oh, adults. Eitz Chaim hi lamakazikim ba. It is a tree of life to those who will hold on to it. And we're going to sing a song about the Torah being the tree of life right now. We are on page 57 or 58. The tree of life. Eitz Chaim hi.
למחזיקים בה בתומכיה מאושר. שלום, 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 שלום. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom. At time he למחזיקים בה בתומכיה מאושר. את time he למחזיקים בה בתומכיה
Psalm, page 59. Praying together, we have made a new start. Now we feel fresh and bright. And the future opens before us like a flower in the sun. In our prayers, we have said, I hope that I can be a better me. L'Shana Tova, we look forward to a year of plenty for our people and people everywhere. Don't forget to say to God, to family, and to friends, I'm sorry, I'll do better next year. I want every child to go to the parent right now. Go to your parents right now. I'd like you to place your children right in front of them. I'm going to say the priestly benediction, and then you are going to say a special blessing into the ear of your child. And then children, if you have a special blessing for parents, you can give them one too. It's up to you. And you can place your hands on their head or on their shoulders, whatever you would like. Yivarechacha Adonai v'yishmarecha. Yer Adonai panav elecha v'huneka. Yisad Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May the light of God always shine upon you. And may the goodness of family always be given to you. And together we say, Amen. And now whisper that special blessing or secret. Doing the shofar blast first. And now, because this is the little kids service, we're going to end our prayer for the day. Now, normally in the big kids service, we blow the shofar at the very, very end. But this is the very, very end of your service. So we're going to blow a shofar, signaling the end of Yom Kippur for all the little ones, even though Yom Kippur is not over for the old ones yet. So I'm going to take out my very funny-looking shofar that came from an ibex, and I'm going to do a tekiah gedolah, because I think I'm the only shofar person here. Here we go. All right. Ready? Here we go. Huh? Here we go. Is everybody ready? Cantor, you want to give me a tekiah gedolah?
Yes. Tekiah gedolah.
Come on, a Yasher Koach, nothing? That wasn't good? Yes, I did really long and loud. Okay, try it again.
Tekiah gedolah.
A little. So she said tekiah kitana, correct? That means little tekiah, no? Okay, we'll try it again. Here we go.
Tekiah gedolah.
Okay. I know we did a silly bit for Rosh Hashanah. I won't do it all over again. Okay, here we go. Tekiah gedolah. You guys ready? You gonna help me? Why don't you stand up here? I know you got one. So why don't you come up on the stage? That way people can see you too. Face everybody. No, let's switch sides. I don't want to blow in your face. Oh, not a problem. You already have groupies coming. They're rushing the stage. All right, here we go. Cantor.
Tekiah gedolah.
I wasn't ready for that. You want to try another? You want to try again? Okay, we're going to try one more time. Don't fall off the stage.
Tekiah, take a big breath. Gedolah.
Do it. Oh, Yasher Koach. Is it okay with you, Bailey, if I try one? Can I try one? Okay.
Yasher Koach.
Anytime you want to come up and play. Ooh. And now, put your arms around the people near you, and we're going to do our closing song, Oseh Shalom. You can stand or sit, whatever makes you comfortable.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu.
ve'al kol Yisrael.
Shana Tova, see you at Sukkot. And if you're an adult who's fasting, may your fast be an easy one. See you guys a week from Friday, if not sooner. This so concludes